I'm not saying doctors are bad. I'm not saying that hospitals are bad. I'm not saying anything is bad necessarily. I am saying that instead of being a guinea pig for a certain medication, why can't we have the test that tells me what medication is going to work the best for me? Hey everyone, welcome back to Weekly Willy Nilly. Here we are once again. I'm still sounding a little wonky, but I think we got this. Today we're going to be talking about profit over people. Lawmakers, policymakers, the government, all of those entities put profits over people. I totally get. Money makes the world go round. Totally get it. This is just kind of a conversation starter. I don't have the answers. I wish I had the answers. Healthcare system, pharmaceutical industry, labor laws, prison systems, food industry, gun laws. That's a big one. Housing market, all of these prioritize profits over people. The healthcare system, they are a for-profit industry. It's a multi-billion, trillion-dollar industry. The United States has a healthcare system that is the most profitable in the entire world. It's also the most expensive in the entire world. A lot of people can't even afford medications that they need. A lot of people can't afford procedures that they need. I understand you have to make money. I get it. But at what cost? Kids are dying. People are dying. The United States healthcare system's for-profit business model incentivize profits over patient care. I'm not saying doctors are bad. I'm not saying that hospitals are bad. I'm not saying anything is bad necessarily. I am saying that instead of being a guinea pig for a certain medication, why can't we have the test that tells me what medication is going to work the best for me? I know it's there. I've applied for it. I want to know what medications will be best for me and my genetic makeup, but I have to be a guinea pig and try every single medication out there instead of taking that one test. Look at the recovery side of things. Once someone decides to change their life and get clean and stay off drugs and things of that nature, I know an individual that was clean for nearly a year, 9 months to a year, I believe, that had to be put on Suboxone in order to qualify for insurance to pay for Sublocade. To go from clean and sober to not, that's huge. What if that would have sent that person into a spiral of some sort? We're losing people left and right. Vaping versus smoking. Vaping is bad. Smoking is worse. When hospitals in England are building vape shops in hospitals, what does that tell you? Their healthcare system is not privatized. It is about healing and curing and fixing and helping. They realize that vaping is much safer if used correctly. Cancer is a billion-dollar industry. Do you think that the United States is going to kill that? They got to have that industry. They got to make money that way. It's absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. I could go into so much about vaping and the politics of it. Maybe we'll do another episode just by itself. And I'd love to hear your comments about it in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. I can do an entire episode on vaping. So the next one, let's talk about pharmaceutical industry. It kind of piggybacks right there with the healthcare system. What drug are we pushing today? You can see commercials all day long on television saying, ask your doctor if this drug is right for you. I shouldn't be asking my doctor. My doctor should be prescribing something that is going to be beneficial, not that's going to get him vacations, different perks. Drug reps push certain drugs and offer incentives for those providers. It's a stacked deck. I don't like it. I'm not saying socialized medicine or whatever the case may be. I'm not necessarily completely against it, but I'm also not completely for it. So again, conversation starter. This is the point of this little episode. Labor laws. This is actually what sparked this entire episode. The United States has a history of weak labor laws, prioritizing corporate profits over workers. This manifests in ways such as lack of protection for workers, like safety precautions and things of that nature, inadequate safety measures. This is where I have to insert East Palestine, Ohio. If there were better safety precautions in place, there wouldn't have been such a huge disaster. There shouldn't have been that many cars linked together to cause that much devastation. Profits over people. Bottom line. So, housing market, that's another one. Developers lean more towards luxury homes and luxury apartments to increase that bottom line and make more profits. But what about the people that need affordable housing? That's the real need. The next two are real touchy. Prison system and gun laws. The prison system is largely privatized. The prison system also seems to prioritize punishment over rehabilitation. What is the point of imprisonment if it's not to set somebody straight? Right now, the point is to keep them in the system and get paid. Prioritizing punishment over rehabilitation perpetuates racial and economic inequality, and it fails to address the root cause, the root of criminal behavior. Again, I don't know what the answer is. The point of this is a conversation starter. The point of this is to have open dialogue. I know that it's always been profit over people. You know, it's kind of something that we live with on a day to day, and we here in the United States, it's kind of expected. We take it. I don't understand why we take it, but we do. So East Palestine, Norfolk Southern is responsible for a huge disaster in East Palestine. I want you to look up who the largest shareholders of Norfolk Southern is. And you'll notice it's a trend in a lot of these areas that I'm speaking of today. Find the largest shareholders of Norfolk Southern. Then find the largest shareholders of mainstream media, news outlets specifically. See how similar those are. And then cross-reference that with those particular shareholders' political contributions. Just something to kind of open your eyes. I just don't understand why we put up with it. So back to gun laws. Gun manufacturers and lobbyists often influence lawmakers to make policies and laws that benefit their profitability versus citizens. These laws are increasing gun violence, all of these school shootings, all of these things that just could be avoided. It's imperative for lawmakers to prioritize public safety over corporate greed. Don't get all up in a bunch. I'm not saying we have to eradicate guns. We have to protect the Second Amendment, but there has to be some sensible way to protect citizens, protect our kids, and respect the Second Amendment. I'm absolutely amazed that lawmakers, policymakers, government in general can kill their own constituents and still get voted back into office. It blows my mind. But here we are. So this leads me to my final questions. I want to hear some feedback. Comment down below. What is your idea of a sensible law that will protect the Second Amendment, but also keep our kids from getting shot? What is a sensible law, in your opinion? Comment down below. My second question to that, which is kind of like a really broad question, how does the United States change course and prioritize its citizens over money? I have some ideas, and I will gladly share with you in the comments down below. Thanks for coming back week after week. I truly, truly appreciate all of the support. It's overwhelming at times. I never thought that I would see this much interaction, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the bell, make the little thingies come around the bell, and you'll get notified when I do whatever I'm doing on here. Find me on Spotify, Weekly Willy Nilly. Find me on all the social media stuff, weeklywillynilly.com. That'll link you everywhere. And I try to keep the most recent episodes and things of that nature on there. But yeah, Spotify, Podcast Link, other areas, you can find me there. Download, rate, all that good stuff. Appreciate you stopping by. Come back again next Friday. I try to have new episodes every Friday. Thanks so much.